I forgot to click the button. I'm telling you, me and technology today. I think we're good. Are we live? We're live.
Yo! Play, 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 play. Echo. Is there an echo?
Echo, 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 echo. Are we good? Did you turn your volume all the way
Yeah,
down?
I think we're good. I have two screens.
Oh, I got to turn mine down on my phone. What up, everybody?
Hey, friends.
Hey,
Welcome to The
Hi,
Well.
Hi.
We're back after a 2-week hiatus. The Well is a series that Emily and I have put together to bring you wisdom bits in this journey ahead. And what a journey we are in. We took a break. We took a 2-week break, right?
We did.
The Kenosha shooting really messed me up 2 weeks ago. And we were supposed to go live that day, and I was not up for it. So I took a break that day. And then we were like, let's go on vacation. So we took another break. Sometimes
I'm
rest.
actually going to be away. So can we just pick up like on the 9th?
Yeah. Sometimes rest looks like rest, whatever rest looks like, and whatever is appropriate. So we're back. I'm happy to be here. I'm so glad to be back with you. We wanted to acknowledge the things that have been happening, and now we have fires. You're in Canada and you can see them.
Yeah, we had smoke yesterday from the fires in Oregon and Washington to the point where like I could feel it in my throat. I could barely see across the street first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And thankfully the wind changed directions and today was a clear day. But man, what a way to wake up.
Yeah,
so in the air.
Our hope today, with our topic being play, we don't want to dismiss all the heaviness that's happening, but our hope today is this stuff, whenever people watch this, whether it's now or later, is that it provides some levity in the midst of all the heaviness. So, play.
Can I just say something about that?
Yeah.
I think it's actually so important that we give ourselves permission to play even when things are hard, shitty, intense. Because I think what happens is we can get caught up in what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that was one thing that I learned out of us taking a bit of a break the last couple of weeks is actually like, you know what? We're still actually allowed to show up and be in pleasure and be in play and fun. Even like that's actually like our birthright. Like that's actually we're allowed. We need to give ourselves permission to do that because that's actually these are the things that are going to sustain us, that are going to fill our cup, that are going to allow us to be resilient in the face of this ever-changing, unpredictable fiasco that we're all in.
Yeah. My son is knocking in the back door.
Oh.
That door in the back. So
should we let Maxwell in and join us? Maybe
he
can
later.
Show us all how to play.
Maybe he would. Maybe we just watch him. And that's the whole live.
I think his presence would bring an inevitable element of play here.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, agreed. Weren't you going to bring up? Tell me more about that.
Okay, I would love to tell you more about that.
Yeah.
I also want to give us permission that we might go over 11 minutes today.
We might.
Yeah. So you know what, folks?
We'll do our best.
Enjoy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's why I think play is really important personally. What's that?
Sorry, I was saying hi to Lauren. Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, Lauren. And I just also want to say thanks to Yvette because she shouted us out on Facebook and commented. Thanks, Yvette. Hi.
Yep.
Okay, so this is why it's really important. Because with all that is going on, everything that's going on, all that all of us are dealing with, sorry, I'm just messing with my hair here. It's really easy. So it's really easy for us to be in our sympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic nervous system is heart beating really fast, not relaxed, digestive problems, shortness of breath,
Yep.
anxiety, taking ourselves out of the present moment, worrying about shit that we can't control, trying to control things that we can't control. So this is what being in our sympathetic nervous system is. So what we want to do when we're going through anxiety, trauma, change, transition, is we want to endeavor to bring ourselves back to what's called parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system is rest and relaxation. It conserves energy. It supports our digestion. It slows down our heart rate. And that's the place where we recharge our batteries. It's the place where we fill our cups back up. So what happens is that when we're constantly in sympathetic nervous system, right? You got 2 young kids, I've got 2 young kids. It's really easy. That's just a really easy place where we allow ourselves to become drained. It's really easy to get drained there. It's really easy to shift into sympathetic nervous system. That's inside the home. Then when we think about what's going on outside the home right now, there's shootings, there's a global pandemic, there is, financial stress, recession, people losing their jobs, children not being able to go to school. So it's really easy to bring ourselves into that fight or flight place. And so one of the things that play can give us is the opportunity to bring us back into parasympathetic rest and relaxation, slowed heart rate, easy digestion. And I think you take it away, because I think you're going to share something really powerful.
Yeah, and so
right now.
let's define play.
What is play?
And what is play, right? So now that we've established that, let's talk about play. And the researcher that I like to point to is Stuart Brown. He's a play researcher. He's a psychologist, and he consults with Fortune 500 companies bringing play therapies.
Fun.
Yeah, but he defined, actually before I do that, I'm going to put on my glasses.
Oh, that's playful.
Yep. And he defines play as this. Play is an absorbing, apparently purposeless activity that provides enjoyment and a suspension of self-consciousness and a sense of time.
Oh, that's so juicy. Can you read that again?
So
read her again.
An absorbing, apparently purposeless activity that provides enjoyment and a suspension of self-consciousness and sense of time. So that brings up the quote. So there's a quote, another quote behind a quote by Heraclitus. He's a Greek philosopher. He talks about how his quote is, "Time is a game beautifully played by children." So if you sort of put those two quotes together, play is really about like losing track of time. It's not about the activity itself. It's not about what you're doing, but it's the state of mind in which you enter into. So in reality, play can be infused into whatever it is that you're doing. Even if a Facebook or an IG live can be playful, doesn't have to be freaking serious. It can be.
What are you talking about?
You can look like whatever like you want it to be.
You look like somebody from something. Can't
Right.
remember what it is, but it's funny. It's a funny.
Yeah,
You look
great.
You look great.
Great. So what comes up when I define it?
Okay, what I love about what you just said is how I heard it was like it's
Hold on. I'm taking a drink. I need to move
sorry.
my mustache. Okay, go.
Sorry. Fill your play. Fill your play cup.
Okay, go.
Fill your play stash.
All right, go.
Okay, it's like being so in the present moment, right? You're so in the present moment. I think about like how you're out of the screen on the IG, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good job. Okay,
Thanks.
You're better now. Think about like, have you ever had to ask your kids to do something more than once? Right?
Yes.
Because they're so in the moment, right? They're so playing. They're so just like, they're not distracted. Our interpretation of them is that they're distracted or they have a lack of focus on whatever we think that they should be doing. They're just living their life in their world, having a grand old time playing with the Lego when they should be putting their socks and shoes on. No sense of time. So what I got from it so ultimately present.
Mm-hmm.
And I love what that quote, it's like this cease or surrender of any self-consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So present in the moment, not self-conscious, and doing something for pure enjoyment. Did he say
Mm-hmm.
senseless? Was that the word?
No sense of time, lack of
No
sense of
sense of
self
time.
enjoyment.
But at the beginning of the quote, he says, like it wasn't random, but it's like
Oh, a purposeless activity.
purposeless activity. I
Yep.
mean, I think that's debatable. I think you could be on purpose and still having fun, personally.
Oh, I
But
like you're
I get
debating the
where that's
researcher. I
coming
like
from.
that.
Well,
Um,
that's my own. That's how it occurs for me.
I think I love that. I think that's great. Like, and going back to the kids, this play researcher, he talks about how play is infused in us. It's part of our evolution. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why do we love to play? Well, it's like taken after the millions of years of evolution. Somehow, this behavior was ingrained in us. Neural networks were formed to say, "Hey, this play thing, it needs to continue to be a part of the way you work because it's actually integral to what it means to be human, what it means to be alive."
Okay,
Um,
so can I just go off script for a minute? Not that we really have a script, but you know what I
yeah,
mean? I want to just go off script a little bit.
yeah.
So, can we just talk a little bit about, for the sake of ourselves and our wonderful viewers who may be here
Mm-hmm,
now or watching on the replay?
mm-hmm,
So what do you think happens as adults, right? Like, because we lose our sense of play. We lose this ability to be so in the present moment, right? Probably, I mean, I could make up all kinds of stuff, but like from social conditioning and this like gotta go, 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 do, societal pressures, accomplishment, success, right?
mm-hmm.
So that being said, there's what did I read recently? That was like you got to make it fun. Oh, I'm reading just almost done Steve Chandler's Crazy Good,
Mm,
and he says it's got to become a game. It's
mm-hmm,
got to be fun. We don't do things that we don't enjoy, right?
mm-hmm. I think, I mean, I don't know that I would add any more to that besides, yeah, we do sort of fall asleep to that nature in us. It doesn't mean we lose it, but we just, we grow up, we sort of stop becoming the Peter Pan and we sort of become sort of the lawyer Robin Williams. And now I'm referencing Hook for those who don't know what Hook is. Anyway, yeah, I think I wouldn't add any more than that. We fall asleep to it. And the key is
How do we keep bringing ourselves
self-consciousness, like
back?
waking up to it. And the book talks about 8 different play personalities. So like my play personality might be different than yours, or might be different for someone else. But I encourage everyone to read this book because it does give tips to like, what might your dominant play personality be. Mine is explorer and storyteller. I love to get to know sort of new ways physically, emotionally, mentally to play and sort of explore new edges, what play looks like. And storyteller, like I'm a sort of performer in that way. I'm all about imagination. But there's people who play who are about organizing games and they want to compete. And there's the director or the collector who loves to collect objects or experiences. So I think to your point, Em, like what happens, we fall asleep to it, we lose it, but there is a path to, this is ingrained in us, it's in our DNA, and there's a
Like if
path
we
to
want to wake it back
wake
up,
up to it.
It wants to be more available to us.
Yep, absolutely.
Beautiful. I love that.
So,
Got to plug my computer in here, otherwise we're gonna lose y'all. So how do you want to bring more play into your life? How are you playing
good
more?
question. Good question.
What do you want to, what are you taking on? What ideas can we give our audience so that they can engage in more play in their life?
Honestly, the first thing that comes up for me is my wife.
Is your wife?
She's very good at this.
Great.
I don't know how I'm coming off of screen, but yeah, I can be playful, but I can also get really, things are really fucking serious right now.
Yeah.
I can get like that, and she'll get me out of my headspace back into my body. So having having people around you to sort of give you feedback is helpful.
And also
That's the
to
first thing that
potentially
comes up.
engage and play with you, right? Having people that are also committed to play. Actually, that's a beautiful. So it's actually ironic. So I'm going to a birthday party on Friday with one of my dear friends, and he said that his goal is actually to bring in more play in his life this year. So like the whole night we were playing like games, some charades game, some improv game. So that is such a beautiful point. Bringing people into your life, enrolling people in your life that are also committed to creating more play and fun. And for me, I think it's like anything that gives you like that deep belly laughter, you know, that deep belly laugh. So anything that can put like a really big smile on your face. Just the gentle reminder to not take everything so freaking seriously. I'm signing up for that one, please. Yeah. Should I share the trampoline thing?
The what?
The trampoline thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I was talking with Jomar before we got on. I was just thinking about like, how do I play in my life? So my kids always ask me to jump on the trampoline with them, and I'm kind of always like, oh, like boobs and trampolines don't really mix, and like bladders and. But honestly, every time I get on the trampoline with them, I have a blast. I get all like giddy and giggly, and like to your point, it's not necessarily the act of jumping on the trampoline. It's probably more so the mindset that I show up willing to play and have fun. And I'm always laughing and I always get giddy and like my stomach always gets that like feeling.
Yeah.
So next time Ethan asks me to go on the trampoline, I'm gonna say yes.
Yep.
I'm not gonna offer to go, but the next time they ask,
Just automatic yes.
I'm an automatic yes.
Love it. That's your challenge to yourself.
Yeah, that's my challenge.
Should
to
we
myself. Say yes to the trampoline more?
Say yes to the trampoline. Awesome. Cool.
Great.
Should we challenge? Should we bring a challenge, or should we like just wrap it up with some big ideas?
I want to hear your big ideas.
Just what you just mentioned. That's the main takeaway I would say is that according to the play researcher Stuart Brown in his book Play, it has nothing to do with the activity, but more about your state of mind, and that is an important insight because you can literally bring play everywhere, into your work, into potentially not so fun conversation you might have,
So
into
it's about being play,
your
not
marriage.
doing play.
Mm-hmm.
Be play.
So that's my key takeaway.
Cool. I think that right there is the challenge for everyone. How do you be play in your life?
I love it.
How do you do play? How can you be play?
Be play. And if people have questions for us, like send us comments. And if you watch this and if this is helpful for you, if you want to dialogue about this, like we want to hear because we want to know that this is helping.
Totally.
And if not, that's also cool because we're just playing anyway.
Yeah, this is our version of playing for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna be back next week. Wednesday, the 16th. And if you have any ideas or requests for topics, we'd love to hear those too. Otherwise, we'll be sure to play with y'all in a nothing. Yeah, we'll just make something up, and it'll be juicy and fun.
Alrighty,
hang out with us.
Let's do it. I'm gonna say bye to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too. Ciao for now.
Peace out, everybody.
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye.